Yes, on Triple J we have Lupe Fiasco. You did say, and you have said a few times before, that the next album will be the final one. It's very hard for us to actually believe that, I have to say, because things...
Why?
Because things are going so well for you, and people who have a talent for doing something, it's very hard for them to walk away from it unless they die, and we're hoping that's not going to happen. So, I mean, do you really think you're going to give up making records after the next album?
In a certain capacity, because I have a lack of confidence. I have confidence.
Well, that's
issues.
obvious.
Yeah. Yes, the 4 books would attest to that.
No, but really, I do. I don't think that I'm very good. And I have interviews from like 4 years ago where I say the same thing. Like, I don't think I'm very good. I'm like, but Kick Push was so I'm like, but I don't think I'm that very good.
That's a...
So there's the confidence issue part.
You can solve that by hanging out with Kanye West a bit more and get some of his confidence to rub on you.
Maybe. And then there's just you get to a point where I set out to only do 3 albums, and I try and stick to my word.
But that's easy to say that when you're on your first album or your second album.
No albums. This was high school, just writing stuff,
And it's easier to stick to that if they went badly, but they've gone pretty well.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They haven't been amazing, triumphant, craziness. They've fared very well in comparison to a lot of other people. I think it's less why for me now. It's just now it's just like me, like to explain it. It would be months and days me sitting here just like, and then I this and then this.
We've got plenty of time.
Like when this happened. And
we'll hold the news off.
But it's more just you come to a point where there's a transition, in your life, and you definitely want to go out with a bang. That's why it's 3 albums instead of just 1. Everywhere, Nowhere, Down Here. That's what LUPN stands for. Everywhere, Nowhere, Down Here. And we're actually doing 2 albums this year. So we're doing Everywhere in June, and we're doing Nowhere in December.
So it's a double.
It's like Star Wars.
Yeah. You're going to have prequels, aren't you? You're going to come back and say, this is not my 4th album. It's actually my negative first album.
That's my negative 3rd.
And I'd like to introduce my new guest MC, Jar Jar Binks.
But I just,
And do you know what's going to happen at the end of those 2 albums, at the end of 2009?
There's the 3rd one, which is Down Here. And then after that, I think I'll tour, I'll produce. I have groups. Matthew Santos' album is coming out this summer, and it's amazing.
Do you actually see him when he's recording, or
more
of those mysterious letters that we've heard so much about?
I see Matthew, but I see him through a mask.
Yours or his?
Like cheesecloth in the eyes of it. So all I see is really just like shadowy shapes. So on the production side, it's that I have my own clothing line, I have 2 clothing lines, and there's definitely artistic expressions out there.
There's also the money to be made from the Child Rebel Soldier T-shirts, which I think is the only thing that came out from Child Rebel Soldiers, which was your
Zinga.
It was you and Pharrell Williams and Kanye West.
Zinga.
1 song, a T-shirt.
But ain't that enough sometimes? Isn't that enough?
Yeah, Lindsay, you put out 1 song and a T-shirt.
Where's your T-shirt?
I don't have a T-shirt.
I don't know what's going on with Child Rebel Soldiers. I hope it comes out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we did like about 8 songs on the tour. Well, we thought about doing 8 songs on the tour. There are different little things floating around in the ether. But that was a good idea. I still think it's viable. And if it comes about again, I think we'll do it. But I don't know.
Well, for someone who's got no confidence and is apparently not very good according to his own appraisal, you've certainly got a lot of fingers in a lot of pies.
Yeah, but confidence and having your fingers in a lot of pies are 2 separate entities, I think. Isn't it? Don't you just want to do a lot of non-confident stuff?
And on that note, Lupe Fiasco.
Doing a lot of non-confident stuff.
Whole lot of non-confidence.
Thank you very much, sir.
Appreciate it, y'all. Thank y'all.
Marika,